Either we were lied to that this game is only an hour long, or we're like, everyone who plays this game reads and immediately presses the button.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine that they click that fast and don't have it last longer by game overs, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I could probably like playing by yourself, you could get through this pretty quickly.
Yeah, probably. I mean, if you were just like playing it by yourself, do you see?
Like you can read faster.
Do you see the picture of baby Colonel Sanders? He has the glasses and the goatee,
does have the goatee.
and he's holding a drumstick.
Oh my gosh!
Look, there's him and his
really all
business
there.
associate right there on the other picture on the far right. It says Kentucky on the back.
In Egypt, riding a camel, or
If we had said camel meat, he would have hated us.
Oh.
Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. He has one of those weird, like, super long chimney fireplaces that I don't understand.
I don't understand.
Also,
that
he
either.
has an entire swamp in his backyard.
Yeah, there's nowhere to step out there. It's literally just water.
You step into the swamp. Looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders.
He's actually Shrek.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish he might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps?
Ooh.
Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? No, we're gonna reveal it. Like, become teammates. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. Oh, let's go.
Ew.
I don't like coleslaw either. Well, actually, look at this coleslaw. Actually looks pretty nice. I don't like coleslaw, but my grandfather does, so...
Yeah.
The shredded
Definitely
cabbage...
seems like an old person food.
It does, doesn't it? The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Luke's? I don't know that word. Hideaway.
I don't know.
Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bites? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. What? You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. That's a horrible idea.
I don't know about that.
Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Alright, the chicken statue, obviously.
Yeah.
You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Tap it on to discover more. All right, what the heck is this? This must be where he keeps
outside.
Oh, this is where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment what number is important to Colonel Sanders, then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? What is this vase?
No.
Take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Oh, a door just opened. No, I want to check the rest of the stuff first. I gotta check outside. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. Oh, no.
Why are you outside?
Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was actual death.
I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze.
Oh my
That's
god.
so good. All right, I gotta know about this friggin' camel. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his herbs and spices. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing between them. Okay.
Yeah.
You look closely and see there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right?
Oh my god.
A scented candle. A scented candle, you pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool, freshly starched collar, piece of
does it smell like gravy?
Piece of food floating in a lake. Piece of wood, I can't talk. Summer of 69? Nice, can I get some nices in chat? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's white block.
That's a long white block.
Oh my goodness, it's a comb with one of his hairs in it.
Okay.
A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color, it's actually made of spun silver. Okay. I think that's everything. Alright, through the door. Oh my goodness, it's his jacket. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. That's creepy.
Why would you do that?
The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket.
Yeah, anyway.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you.
Ooh.
Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. I don't know what to do here. You fess up and tell the truth, you tell him you're cold, or you decide that now's your moment and make the big move. See, like, there's only one day left in the game, so...
I still feel like it might not be the right time.
I don't know, because I kind of feel like we make the move, we get with Colonel Sanders, and then the final day is, like, fighting the evil people?
Maybe.
Telling him we're cold, I think, is definitely the worst option.
You think?
I think so, because there's a fire burning in the room.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's either you fess up and tell the truth that we just wanted to try it on and see what it was like, or we, like, try and make our big move. I'm gonna be honest, I mean, like, with only one day left, I think you gotta make a move at some point.
What's the worst that could happen?
Game over, and I just have to do it all again.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be that hard.
Whoa, 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 this isn't that kind of game. Not that we blame you for trying, but still. Game over! I hold that that was the right choice.
Yeah, it's still the right choice, for sure.
I didn't think that the big move was trying to bone Colonel Sanders on his couch.
I mean, you're at his house, so
I thought that
of course.
Here, wait a minute, is this a skip button? Oh, you hold this button and at hyperspeeds. That's so nice.
Good.
I was wondering what this was the entire time. But, I'm so glad that there's a twin spork monster.
That is pretty great.
But, alright, so I guess we tell him the truth.
Yeah, I guess so.
That was a pretty good game over.
It was definitely worth it, for sure.
I click enough of these, then it should just... There we go, open. Aw, hello. Alright, you fess up and tell the truth. You confess. Yes. Oh, this is what I wanted. This is where you say you have feelings for him. I totally...
Oh.
They just worded it in such a way that
it's
like...
I thought it was like, oh,
I
wanted to try on your jacket.
Yeah, I didn't realize...
Creepy.
I didn't realize option 1 was I'm horny for Colonel Sanders, and option 3 was confess your feelings. I mean, I am, but I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself.
Good.
Colonel? Yes, Solo? He has tears in his eyes. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence!
Aww. How cute.
Oh, they're all on the chicken again. Oh, I guess that's just how you, like, cycle days.
Yeah, I guess so.
You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. I've been thinking about it this entire stream, by the way. I have no, like, we're talking constantly, because that's the kind of game this is. I have no idea how I'm going to break this apart for YouTube. I might have to upload, like, a 2.5-hour video.
Yeah, I don't know.
Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous.
Sorry.
It's biscuits and a chicken.
I was gonna
leg.
say,
Dude,
does KFC do breakfast?
I cannot remember the last time I had chicken legs. I want chicken legs so bad right now.
Yeah, they're good. I love chicken.
So do I. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. I cannot talk. I've been talking too long.
Flattering.
You should have downloaded this game so you could do some of the voices.
Yeah, probably.
Could he be the world's greatest gift to
late.
cookery? I'm not gonna take it. I don't like either of these options because I don't want to I don't want to build him up more. I just want to agree you're sick, dude. But I'm definitely not taking him down a peg, so I'm flattered.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, we got the hearts. We're good. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. What?
Okay.
There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. I love this chicken poster every time I see it.
Yeah, that is really great.
Why didn't Chaos question why the Colonel's baby pig had a beard? You need to be paying more attention because it was the very first thing I pointed out in his house was that he was a baby with a goatee. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. Did she bone the robot?
Wait, in your room?
Wait! I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. My favorite side story.
Oh boy.
Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date! I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends. What?
What?
That is a first date? Things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker?
Thanks, game. I needed that to be verbalized in that way. Because I didn't know how to say it.
And now I'm not really sure where we stand. What do you mean? You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers.
Wowzers? I don't know about that.
Why is this in? It says Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school.
That's
but why?
you I have no idea.
Why do I choose this?
I don't know. I guess
If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. Oh, hey guys. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? I don't think there's anyone as tall as Van Van.
That's a good point.
Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school, says Van.
Oh my god.
There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a beautiful and gentle creature? You got some nerve, Solo, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now
You could just run at it.
Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. What the heck? You clench your fist, but the injury... It was a weird sound effect.
Oh.
You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. Yeah, this 3-day semester thing really doesn't account for, like, sick days or, like, injuries or...
Nope. Not at all.
Like if, you know, a close member of your family passes away or something and you need, like, a couple of days off.
Nope. You get nothing.
I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Solo, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? He's just stating facts. But what about the flavor of my...
jealous.
What on earth is this? What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? Oh, anime. It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Solo, I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of fine foods. See you inside, Solo. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you received yesterday and start flipping through the pages. No, don't make me do this game. It's gonna be like that, this better not turn out like that, Goodbye Emily game where no matter what you do, you get screwed in the end. You remember that?
I don't know anything about that.
You me and Michael played it like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh.
We didn't record it or anything, but we just played it.
I barely remember it, but yeah.
I definitely remember it very well.
Yeah, the memories.
Emily is Away, that's what it was called.
Okay.
I'm sure that if it was like an AOL messaging game, I'm sure you'd recognize it.
Yeah, I kind of remember what you're talking about. I don't remember any of like what actually happened, but I do.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to. I don't remember what happened other than that we played it.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of Grimoire? Grimoire. There's a Grimoire in this game.
Or a Grimoire.
Grimoire, is that how you say it?
Yeah, I don't know. That's how...
You know what? You know what I did? Grimoire is the name of the character that makes shields in 7 Deadly Sins.
Yeah,
That's why I did. I
was like, what do I know Grimoire from? I was like, oh yeah.
But I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A word that I can't pronounce properly, like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it wasn't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open into a page covered with arcane magics. Casts only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page.
And we're gonna cast it.
I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. What? What?
What?
If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. No.
No.
This is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I feel like the people who write Battle Block Theater are writing the game now. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. No, I'm absolutely not going to cast the forbidden spell. What, like, I'm sure it's hilarious, but I refuse to cast a forbidden spell.
Yeah.
You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. What? His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. There's no way that Sprinkles eats homework. He's a teacher.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm just gonna stay back and watch.
Yeah.
Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside.
Oh my gosh.
Terrence?
Maybe the homework would have been a good distraction.
Terrence! I told you never to come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Solo, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see. But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Oh no. Why is this an option for me to click? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. Are they doing it in the back of the room?
I think more maybe he's, I don't know, either very angry or
I told you to save it for after class. Oh, he's crying!
No!
Friendship ended with Miriam. Clank
Miriam,
is my
how
best
could
friend.
you do this? Yeah.
You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane, strapped to a stranger? Appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises.
No.
But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friends Jeff and John. J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Triforce, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Then
Are you
take
complaining
Jeff
about the skydiving date?
I don't see how you could complain about a date of skydiving. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain, or off a cliff for all I care. Sad beat.
Wow.
Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. It actually did have a ding sound effect. What? Did he explode?
No!
No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. What on earth? Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Oh my goodness, that noise repeats. It's so bad.
What?
Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from.
I don't have anything to say.
Neither do I.
In
terms of I think it's supposed to be deep fried, but it says deep friend footwear.
Yeah.
I guess it looks okay.
Yeah, deep fried for sure.
Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down.
No,
It is just like college. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pal over the final day.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam trademark.
Yeah.
I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. I really could not care less.
Yeah, Clank.
Yeah, can I talk to Clank, please?
He needs pep talk.
Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor.
Oh, that's serious.
It's very serious. I've never seen a more serious statement in my life. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise... Oh my goodness. I guess I ate some KFC. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna... Oh my word. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. Your final exam is gonna be soup? And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. I feel like a liquid food is the worst thing to do for a dog teacher with the way they drink. Like lapping.
Yeah, probably.
Why were
You're
you
not gonna get the full soup experience.
Yeah, seriously. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, and a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley.
Oh gosh.
As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of recipe you've been working on, Solo's famous chicken pot pie. Dude, I can't wait for RTK to do a playthrough of this game.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Solo, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory.
Nice, that's the way to do it.
The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. I'm gonna fess up about my practice dish.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're gonna end up, like, burning the place down.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, you got me. Or, no, we'll burn it, and then he'll find it, and he'll be like, I can't be with someone who burns a pot pie.
Ooh, yeah. Neither are good.
I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can
visualized,
smell... My nose
I visualized so hard that it became real.
My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards.
Sounds like he's, like, tested that very extensively.
Immediately. That's an oddly specific distance. But you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of, TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country... What?
That looks pretty good.
It does. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkle lays down the ground rules. Oh, you gotta hear this epic music. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. Chaos, how does it feel to be less than 500 subs away from 10K? I still don't believe it, and I won't believe it until it happens. And even then, I probably won't believe it. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Von and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. What? She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. It's literally crystals.
She makes tiny food.
Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe are fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow,
it's actually Food Wars.
Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. What? Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend, baster blaster. I can't read this.
Oh my gosh.
Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. Well, are you on roids? That makes sense.
That's not a name of a move.
Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all.
Don't you dare.
Wait, self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena.
No.
As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Wait a minute. Wait. Clank has to be plugged in? He went skydiving.
I was just going to say he was rolling around like... Yeah, that's a better point.
What on earth? As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own. You've got a book of your own, but you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No, absolutely not. Colonel Sanders said, remember, he said,
okay.
You have to do it the hard way. Sometimes trying the easy way makes it an even harder way.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. Now that I see the options out there, it's just like, that's an easy choice.
Do it the hard way.
Yeah.
Who needs magic when you've got passion? It's literally like we are Rock Lee and she is Gara when Gara is evil. I'm gonna do it the hard way, except Gara isn't gonna win.
No.
Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Dude, we're so in there. I believe in you, Solo. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Solo, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. I don't know about all that.
Yeah, we'll see.
You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help. Ah, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. I hate you. You're not my friend. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get an eye of newt from? That boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster! Steve! Wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many! I think Gorko had the day off. But you have conquered Steve, and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. Crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the spork monster, notices that you've got the Grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Ha, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. What?
What?
I thought that you were like
lore?
I thought that you were created. You grew up?
There's so many questions.
You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on the competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up. You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. So he also went to the Monster University thing, that monster, like, preview.
Oh, okay, fair.
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know that you could ever win. Summon extra power from deep within yourself, or give up and drop out.
Give up and drop out of college.
I'm gonna summon extra power.
Yeah, obviously.
I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for...
Yes. So... like an anime protagonist, like final battle.
Yes, Solo, you're the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off of the ground. Energy courses through your body. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
You know that with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and cannot be served.
No.
But don't worry, dear Solo. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. This sick guitar solo. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. Hey, it's a really good point chat brings up. The dog said that there are no rules.
Oh, yeah.
And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising efforts that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting, if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, clank. From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying. Sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Oh my goodness. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van Man have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Pranks! Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there is none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Wait, so there were really only 7 students at the start of this year?
I don't know.
Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. It's been 3 days. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Has he not eaten for 3 days? Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. It fits in the palm of her hand.
That's legitimately impressive, I will say.
Yeah, but like, who's gonna buy this?
Nobody?
My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy afloat in its itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Why?
Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? There's not enough. Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Solo, for helping me to believe in myself. Von, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an Axhoon urchin shell topped with caviar. This looks hazardous.
See? Yeah, how do you carry that?
Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close enough on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Ouch,
oh, no.
My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. Oh no. I can't eat this! It keeps hugging my tongue! Disqualified! A stunning turn of events!
That sucks.
Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Von does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour! He's literally like, Mettaton is a JoJo character.
Yeah, basically.
Don't discount them, Pippi! This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure a swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a slight rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. What?
Okay.
That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. What? Don't
I think
eat
you're at the wrong
food?
place then.
Don't eat a food? At the cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Solo? I told you it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job of cooking it. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. Suppose you could smell it if you
in this universe.
I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley stormed off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. Yo! Colonel Sanders, finger-licking good, dating similar to, confirmed.
They've left room for a sequel.
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, I cannot talk anymore. I've been talking too much for 2.5 hours
Yeah, anyway.
with no break. The final cooks step up together. 2 chefs! What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else! He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. There's actually a drum roll in the back.
That looked so good.
Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, okay, so 7 years, I have never tasted anything so deliciously and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. What?
Wait, that's a real thing that
You
KFC
pass,
sets up.
you pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. Oh, this must be something new that KFC has recently done.
Oh, it is. It looks so good.
Oh, dude, I gotta find it.
It's literally a mac and cheese bowl.
I'm
with
actually
chicken
like,
in it.
I'm gonna find a KFC, and if it's like at least within like 30 minutes of me, I'll go out of my way to go to a KFC.
I
Like, in the
definitely have a
next week or
KFC within like 5 minutes.
two. It must be nice. The new menu item is so impressive, even Van Von and Ashley are drawn back by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year... What? Is this a ballroom? Oh, it's the cafeteria made out into like a dancing area.
Oh, nice.
Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site for the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house!
Oh my gosh.
You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
Oh my god.
What are these? Okay. Like, I'm fine with Ashley's, but Van Van's is gonna be in my nightmares. Van Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did when they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. Oh no, he's back. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to finally get you to notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster.
Then how did he appear? How did he appear in all those
Dude,
like, times that we saw?
I have no idea. It's the Spork Monster. He is totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, the Party Monster. A student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster.
Nice.
Dejected student walks off. Yo, student is like the best character in this game.
I do like student.
Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance?
I want.
It's Pop! He's
Wait,
arrived
no!
late. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef hat. A crown? Wait, what?
What happened?
Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it at least would do for the school's dean. Ah, now I get it. Pop's dad is the school's dean. Ah. And we get a new we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such.
Such and such. Yeah. It took me a second too. I was like,
The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What?
That's cool.
What? What?
What?
I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she managed to surpass you in that regard. I don't know about that. I mean, are you really going to pass up on dating this robot from another dimension?
Yeah, anyway.
I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. What? What?
Oh.
Oh, yes, the cherry blossoms. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives.
There we go.
Oh, my goodness, he's in casual wear.
Oh, my.
Oh, my. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. Oh, my word. It's a bucket and everything. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end, question mark? No, it's not the end. What? As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, that would have been the end if we hadn't gotten the true ending. This is the true ending where you date Colonel Sanders.
Oh, yeah.
As everyone feasts on their
Better-
delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Solo? Yo, this music is great, Sly. You gotta hear this, too.
We better, like, dance together to the music as, like, the credits start rolling.
We better. I couldn't help but wonder, was our final exam team-up purely an act of strategy, carried out by 2 cunning chefs? Or was it something more? I'm afraid I can't answer that question directly. Instead, I'd like to ask you a question of my own. This is again something from Fruits Basket, this music. May I have this do-si-do? Do-si-do!
Yes.
Colonel Sanders extends his hand to you, and you feel a surge of energy jump off the tips of his fingers. His hand, the hand of a master chef, so dedicated to the craft of fine cookery, so tender yet refined, so milky smooth, fingers like finely battered drumsticks, turned in flour, soaked in buttermilk and dusted with exotic spices. But they do not reach for tongs, a knife, or even a spork. Tonight they reach for you. And though our feet may tire of dancing, I believe that this is just the beginning of our steps together. Colonel Sanders, will you not only join me on the dance floor, but in the kitchen, as my co-chef and partner in both business and in life? You gasp! Could it be? Is he really saying? Me and you together? Ever since I met you, my dream has changed. It's not enough to simply open the world's greatest chain of fried chicken restaurants. No, even then, my life would be incomplete without you by my side. So what do you say, partner? I say, I love you, Colonel Sanders. The end!
There you go.
This game is
Good-
actually,
good
like,
ending.
I knew it would be funny, but I didn't think it would actually be perfect. Like, I don't think I even fully expected everything in this game, but everything I did expect
No.
was perfectly hit.
Yeah. It's like
Oh
surprisingly
no, the game is not
solid.
responding now.
it didn't program anything.
You know
guess
what? When I
never
loaded
did.
up the game that tried to do the opening, it had the same problem. I bet it's trying to play the
Oh.
opening again.
Oh, I wonder if there is like a
I mean, I
a
think
thing,
I think it would
you
just play the
can't load
opening
it.
again. So I think that's the end.
Maybe.
I think we're good. I'm gonna see if it actually loads anything, but I think it's gonna crash. But that's fine. Oh wait! It stopped not responding. Oh yeah, it's the opening, and the
Something-
opening glitches out. Like yeah, the opening can't play properly
Oh,
for some
okay.
reason. I don't know what the deal is with that, but that's fine. It's on the logo, which is perfect. Well, you know, Sly, thank you so much for joining me. That was
it was amazing.
a wonderful journey that I'm glad we could have together. We've been live for 2.5 hours, so I'm not gonna do Smash. I think we're just gonna end the
Yeah.
stream. But
Yeah.
for those of you watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed. Oh my goodness, there it is. Then the opening suddenly cuts in at the very end.
Oh my gosh, that's very anime.
Insanely anime. I wish we could have seen all of it, but you can find it online just by Googling it. But hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Now we're back at the entrance. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed on YouTube and Twitch. But for those of you on YouTube, obviously that's the end of the game. I'm not going to do anything else with it. This was a one-time deal. But I hope you enjoyed it, however I ended up uploading it. 2.5 hours is really long. I probably tried to put it into parts in some way, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to catch me do other stuff on Twitch, you know, there's a link to my channel, my Twitch channel in the description. Come check it out to catch a lot of cool live stuff, or keep watching on YouTube. Almost everything that I do on Twitch ends up on there in one way or another. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you all hopefully on some other YouTube playthroughs, whether they be weird dating sims or otherwise. Again, Slyro, thank you so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. You want to like
Of course.
say your farewell?
No, of course. I'm always happy to join you on your weird gaming adventure.
It's always a blast. But yes, thank you all for watching, and we will catch you hopefully in a future playthrough. Whether it's just me, or it's me and Sly, or etc. Until then, farewell.